Pump it up, pump it up.
Trae.
Come on, come on.
With Trae.
Pump it up, pump it up.
It's the day with
This is the day to gain inspiration, to make a positive change in the nation. We're inviting you to partake in conversation to raise your vibration. It's the day that we will all celebrate all of our peeps that make this thing elevate. Watch the negative fade away, cause it's the day with Trae.
Hey everybody, and welcome to The Day with Trae. I'm your guest host, Deaunte Damper, and happy Friday, y'all. Before we get started with this wonderful Friday episode, I need you to watch, share, and subscribe to Converge Media, where you can learn more about The Day with Trae, Seattle News and Brews, We Live in Color, supporting Black business, and more. Go to whereweconverge.com to see why Black media matters. You know what else matters? Black voices, community voices. I'm so happy to have our guest here today, Maria Abando, community organizer for Who Street, Our Streets. They have an upcoming candidate forum for, I believe it's the Southend Speaks, and I cannot wait to unpack that. As you know, I am from the south end of Seattle, and we're talking about the area of District 2, y'all. What are we going to do? How are we going to have that conversation? And besides this specific event, we also want to be able to get into the incredible work of Maria, who has done so much in community that a lot of community folks don't see. But I appreciate her being a part of that compass. And without further ado, Maria.
Oh, that's my song. That's it. That's the one. What's up?
What's up, Maria? I thought that was a great introduction.
Yes.
But so happy to have you, right?
Thank you.
I have always been in awe of your work. And I believe over like the past 3 years, we've always just been in community space. So before we can get into Who Streets, Our Streets, who are you? What's some of the work that you have done?
Thank you. Well, I've been a fan of yours, first of all, so I'm always excited when we see each other and run into each other and connect and find ways to support each other. So this is just really great for me, too. Let's see, I'm from Tacoma originally, but have been in Seattle since going to UW. I live now in the Chinatown International District. And I just really love organizing in community and have been doing that in a variety of ways, whether that's through electoral campaigns, people-led initiatives, ballot initiatives, general work where I'm able to take a look around me, see where things could be better, see where we could make improvements for our community's safety and so that our community can thrive. And in general, specifically for me, I'm looking at who's been left out, whose voices aren't here. People of color's voices, I love to see at the table where those decisions are being made. So I've really loved to organize and engage around access, and usually access to power when it comes to shaping the policies that impact us all in our communities.
And I have to ask you this, right? Yeah. From when you first started kind of getting out there, right? And now, what is the climate?
Yeah, oh my gosh. I would say the climate that I see is really a climate of fear. It's really unfortunate because I think that the fear is coming from a lot of different directions, right? It's a fear from our federal government, but it's also a fear in general that if you are able to have that courage to step up and try and have your voice be heard and advocate for the things that matter to you, that you as an organizer, as a leader, as an activist could be targeted, could be criminalized, that it can be safe for you to even try to do something about the things that are happening around you. So I think when I first started organizing, I think that actually, I should say I've been organizing since I was in middle school, so that's been a long time. But maybe I would say over the past decade or so, I have seen the way that people have become more and more afraid to get into these spaces, or just tired, organizing in this economy, people have basic needs that they need to get met. So it's been really important to me to create community-centered, people-centered organizing spaces where we know that, you are, as someone who's willing to engage in this space, are valued, and that we care about you and your safety, and that there's going to be no effort and no issue that's more important than your well-being, and really just recognizing that campaigns end, but true community persists, and keeping that in mind in all of the organizing that we do.
And right now,
Yeah.
in this climate, right?
Yeah.
You're with Whose Streets Are Streets.
Absolutely, yes.
Who is Whose Streets Are Streets?
Yes.
And how did it come about?
Yes, yes. So, Whose Streets Our Streets got started in 2020 as a fiscally sponsored project out of Seattle neighborhood greenways. And I think it really got started. I wasn't quite there yet. I joined in the organization a couple years ago, but as incredible leaders in Seattle and in surrounding Seattle that are a lot of folks of color, Black voices that were at the table to help get this group started. That was really in wanting to have community-centered public safety conversations, and realizing that public safety is, one of these electeds and, the candidates that we're going to get into. People love to talk about public safety, right? But are they really keeping the voices of the people who are in the most danger and who are on the front lines of a lot of the harms and impacts that are happening in our communities? Are we keeping their voices, centered in these conversations? And do we get to decide and define what public safety means? Usually not. And so it really came from that. And since then, Whose Streets Our Streets has worked in transportation justice, in climate resilience, in abolition work in general, to try and help us be able to say, we know these are our streets, we live these streets, we grew up in these streets, our parents sometimes grew up in these streets, or these are the streets that we have been able to come to and call home now. And we deserve to belong, we deserve to feel safe, and we deserve to be a part of the conversations that define those things.
You ate that whole
Hey,
thing. That was
hey.
good. You ate that whole thing, girl. That was good. But I think about that. Being a person that grew up here, and in District 2.
Yes.
You are all having a forum.
Yes.
And I think about, you said public safety. And it sticks out to me because I feel like there's great buzzwords where we can answer those questions, but District 2 needs it the most.
Yes.
Why did y'all pick District 2?
Certainly it is, of course, one of the ones that, is up this cycle. But also this is, of course, a district where the majority of our communities are. And when we're looking at Whose Streets Are Streets has recently been engaging in conversations related to surveillance, District 2 has also been one of the districts that has been in the center of these conversations. So most recently, of course, CCTV, for example, being launched earlier this year in Chinatown International District, right?
You're referring to like surveillance, right?
Surveillance.
Can you
Yes,
break that
thank
down
you.
for
Yes,
us?
yes, absolutely, yes. So CCTV are closed circuit television. These are cameras that City Council and our mayor have voted on to purchase and to put up all around in our communities. SPD would be the ones who would be having access and reviewing this footage. And there have been a lot of conversations. This is not something that is new to us in Seattle. We have had surveillance in Seattle since the 90s. I have had the privilege of hearing from a lot of Black elders, other folks who've been able to tell me more about how these cameras have impacted community in the past, whether that is surveillance related to soda and soap zones that were present in Seattle in the 90s. So stay out of drug areas and stay out of areas of prostitution, areas that were supposed to be aimed at wellness, but were not effective. Whether that was also, private cameras that SPD used with the FBI in the 90s, and even had to issue a formal apology in
Wow.
1999 for covert surveillance that
I never knew that.
that was impacting people's privacy. And you know, we've had a history of surveillance. The legislators afterwards had to work to repeal a lot of that legislation for community safety. And what we've seen in the past couple of years has been our city leaders bringing it back. So we've seen last year the bringing back of those soda and soap zones. We have seen over this past year the introduction of cameras that are recording live video throughout our neighborhoods. We have seen the introduction of automatic license plate readers on our police vehicles that are scanning license plates of cars that are going by. And we have seen introductions of technologies like real-time crime centers that are able to, even as of late, pull footage from things like all of our traffic cameras controlled by SDOT, possibly even having access to things like people's Amazon Ring cameras, and pulling from all these varieties of different cameras, supposedly to help reduce or prevent crime. But we have been in partnership with organizations like Stop Surveillance City, ACLU of Washington, and the Lavender Rights Project, and many others who have advocated and said that these things do not actually make us feel safe. And so District 2 has really been, back to your question, has really been at the center of a lot of these surveillance conversations, as well as conversations related to immigration and safety, big other topics that we care about deeply, as we have a lot of folks who are immigrants in this district. And so we just want to make sure, as this very important election is coming, that we have an opportunity to engage, ask questions, and make sure that, if we are going to be using our vote, that we are actually educated and know exactly what's happening when we cast that vote. Because I got to say, a lot of folks don't know about the surveillance that's been happening.
Yeah.
So
that's real. And I mean, in the candidate forum that y'all have is an opportunity for people to hear more conversations around the impact, the history.
Yes, we will. We will be given some education and some history. We know that when you start saying things like CCTV, ALPR, RTCCs, a lot of acronyms, a lot of technical
I only know
language,
two of them, girl.
So there you go. And what we really want to do is make this a space where maybe you can come into it and you don't know anything, and you're just here to actually learn and understand. Maybe you've seen the signs go up in your community, you've seen the cameras go up, and maybe you haven't heard about how long those cameras are on, who gets to see that data, where is that data stored, and who gets to access that. What are they doing with that footage? Maybe you're just curious yourself. We want you to be able to come into this and learn just as much as have that opportunity to engage and ask the candidates where they stand on these issues.
And what day is that forum?
Yes. So our forum is going to be Tuesday, October 14. The doors will open at 5 o'clock at the Rainier Arts Center.
You know what? Do me a favor, because we're going to do a call to action.
Okay, yes.
Okay? I'm going to need you to say your name, your title, and just look in this camera, let people know where they could be able to send questions, ask questions, and all those things.
Yes, absolutely. My name is Maria Abando. I am an organizer with Who Streets Our Streets, and we are so excited to invite you to our candidate forum for 2025. It is Southend Speaks, Our Voices, Our Vote, a candidate forum on safety, surveillance, and immigration. And to join us for this, you're going to join us on Tuesday, October 14 at 5 p.m. We are going to have dinner. We are going to have childcare available. We are going to have translation services available. And we are going to be hearing from candidates who are running for mayor of Seattle, who are running to represent us in District 2 of Seattle, as well as the at-large position for position 9, as well as our city attorney as well. So definitely would love to see you there. And if you'd like to RSVP or submit questions early, you're going to want to head to our website for Who Streets Our Streets, which is our-streets.org. So our-streets.org. You'll find it there and be able to submit your questions.
Girl, my question is, how do you be keeping up with these acronyms, honey? Because I'd be ready. I would be like, you know what? Look at the website.
Look at the website. We're going to have information up there. I'm grateful because what I'm able to know, my knowledge, it comes from community too, right? This candidate forum is being put on in collaboration with a lot of other South End orgs and orgs who care deeply about these issues. We got, like I said, ACLU of Washington. We got Stop Surveillance City. We've got Puget Sound Sage, Lavender Rights Project, Estelita's Library, Surge Reproductive Justice, Rainier Avenue Committee, One America, a variety, a lot.
Yeah. But I love it because it's a community. It's not. This ain't just one off for one organization. This is all the organizations that are really just trying to get the accountability that every district needs. Yeah. So I want to thank you for coming on today. I appreciate you. You already know you're always invited here with Converge. And I, again, want to thank you for all of the work that you have been able to do.
Thank you.
And I mean, you are doing the work. I mean, I ain't gonna say what I said to you during the break, but I hope I want to continue just to watch you flourish and watch you shine. And if there's any type of message you need to get out here, please come back to the Black Media Matter studio.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You're gonna be first on my list.
Okay, I appreciate that. And we're gonna take one more break and we'll be back with The Day with Trae.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And neighbors,
you interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
In Seattle, it's more than just coffee. It's community. At the station, we brew more than just your favorite cup. We brew connection. From Beacon Hill to Columbia City, we're a space for artists, activists, and everyone in between. A place to gather, create, and simply be. Whether you need a quiet place to work, a lively spot to meet friends, or just a moment to unwind, find your place at the station. More than coffee, it's home. Visit us in Beacon Hill or Columbia City. The Station, where community happens.
Working with Deaunte has been totally different than working with a traditional bank.
They're real, and they meet you right where you stand.
I was recently funded, and that money has just changed the trajectory of what we're able to do and our output. This has been just more than just funding or a one-on-one connect. It's been an opportunity for us to really grow and connect and build roots within the community.
As a small business owner, you need to put your faith into the right people, and they seem like good people to put your faith into.
I mean, welcome back, everybody. I mean, wow, I have to thank Maria for coming in here today. I mean, we're talking about a candidate forum, October 14th, 5 p.m. at the Rainier Arts Center. And did you hear the collective of organizations that are gathering together? They're not coming just as a one-off. They're coming to get They're coming to not only get connected with you, community, but they're also giving you an opportunity to raise your voice. You know, I was thinking, as she was even saying this, I was thinking about the Black National Anthem of lifting every voice and sing. That is not just a song. It is also a call to action to fight. And that means that in this time, with all of the policies that are coming out, with the world being in chaos, we need to lift every voice in this space. So I'm so proud of Who Streets Our Streets and all the other organizations that are gathering at Rainier Arts Center October 14th at 5 p.m. Make sure that you tap in. Look them up on Instagram. And above all else, that's right before the ballots drop too. And your choice, your vote, and above all else, your voice. Happy Friday, everybody. Have a blessed weekend, everybody. Walk with love, everybody. And thank you for joining The Day with Trae. Have a great weekend.
Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.